Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really cool idea. What if the key to healing ourselves, and maybe even the planet, isn't about fighting harder, but about remembering how to ride the natural rhythm of life itself? So let's start with a feeling I think a lot of us can relate to in our modern lives. You know, that sense of separation, that nagging feeling that something important is missing in our connection to the natural world. Well, it turns out there's actually a name for this feeling, from a field called applied ecopsychology. They call it Earth misery. And just being able to put a name to it, well, that's a huge first step. Okay, so let's really dig in here. What are we actually talking about when we say Earth misery? What's the deal? So what is it exactly? You can think of it like this kind of background hum of stress, a trauma that comes from living in a way that's totally out of sync with nature. It creates this imbalance that we feel deep down, and we see it all around us too. And where does it come from? Well, a big part of it is what the source calls wrangled stories. These ideas our culture feeds us that we're somehow separate from nature, or even better than it. These stories give us this intense tunnel vision. And get this, the result is that we spend less than 1% of our entire lives actually in tune with the natural world we came from. Crazy, right? So, if being disconnected is the problem, you gotta figure connection is the answer, right? And that brings us to this amazing philosophy for finding our way back. And this quote right here, it just nails it. Instead of constantly fighting against life's currents, the whole idea is to learn how to flow with them, you know? With the kind of wisdom of someone who's been around the block a few times. So you've got these two ways of living, right? On one side, it's just constant resistance, a constant struggle. But on the other, you've got acceptance and flow. It's a way more balanced, self-regulating way to live, one that makes room for both the good times and, yeah, the tough ones too. Because life isn't this straight shot to happiness, right? It's a sine wave. It goes up and it goes down. And real balance doesn't come from just chasing the light all the time. It comes from understanding that you have to know and accept the dark parts of yourself to truly be whole. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do we learn to ride this wave? Well, it starts by tapping into something we all have, but we've kind of forgotten how to use. It's all about something called the green wave. This isn't about the past or the future. It's about the pure, raw energy of right now, the present moment. It's the only place we can actually connect with anything and make a real change. And how do we plug into this green wave? Through our senses. But hold on, when I say senses, you're probably thinking of the big five, right? Sight, sound, touch. Well, according to this, we have been selling ourselves way short. Yeah, get this. Science says we have at least 54 distinct, verifiable senses. I'm talking about our sense of gravity, of temperature, of magnetism. These are our built-in biological tools for reconnecting with the world and feeling that Earth misery. So the whole idea is to start using these senses, all of them. When you do that, you get to bypass all those wrangled stories from our culture and just feel the world directly. And that's what guides you back to a natural state of balance. And when you start doing this, when you really lean into this idea of the sine wave and start using all your senses, well, something pretty amazing starts to happen. You start to show up in the world in a whole new way. And it all leads to this incredible realization. We aren't just on the Earth, we are the Earth. Each one of us is like a little hologram of the entire planet. Our own bodies are just a continuation of its life. And that's where we get this idea of the Earth avatar. It's basically someone who gets that holographic connection, who really feels it and starts to live in a way that mirrors the planet's own natural, balanced systems. Now, this isn't about just sitting around feeling connected. No way. It's an active role. An Earth avatar works to heal themselves, to live in balance, and to help other people find their own connection again. It's about being a living, breathing example of the planet's aliveness. And the key to all of this, the guiding principle, is a concept called homeostasis. It's that beautiful, self-regulating balance that nature has been perfecting for billions of years. The planet does it, our bodies do it, and by tapping into our 54 senses, we can do it consciously. And here's a really important thing to remember. This isn't about being perfect. That's impossible. The goal is just balance. It's about riding that sine wave and just trying to spend, on average, a little more than half your time, just 51% in the light. That's it. Which leaves us with this one big, powerful question to think about. If we really are a hologram of the Earth, then what does it mean for the world when you heal yourself? Your personal journey is never just about you. By healing ourselves, maybe we're also helping to heal the world.